So I was scrolling through Netflix like a normal 23-year-old, and I came across this little show. I had no idea what it was about, so I did what any normal person would do. Started watching it, and oh my goodness, this show is wild. There's a lot to unpack why You is unique, but I'm going to focus on one aspect of this show, and that's the conflicting emotions you have while watching it. Now you're probably wondering, what the heck do I mean by that? And yeah, when I made this title, I was trying to figure out, what the heck do you mean by that, Jay? But don't worry, I will answer this question by the end of the video. You will not have to wonder anymore. Now, I'm going to do my best to not spoil the show, so if you haven't seen it, it's alright. You're safe. At least I hope so. You're not trying to figure out if it's good or not. Obviously, it's good. It has good story, has good characters, and really, really good pacing. I'm talking about the conflicting emotions you have while watching the main character, Joe. Now, again, you're probably wondering, Jay, what the heck are you talking about? What do you mean by that? I know. I'm gonna answer it. Don't worry about it. There are times when you see him do something very heroic and genuine. Then he turns around and does something psychotic. Joe, why'd you do that? And it puts you in this blender of emotions, because this doesn't just happen once or twice. It happens multiple times throughout the entire show. These consistent extreme actions puts you, the viewer, in conflicting emotions of how you feel about Joe. He does something heroic and genuine. Then he turns around and does something psychotic. Joe, why'd you do that? I kid you not. There are times when I have to snap myself out of cheering for this man. This is not supposed to happen. This guy gets away with anything, and then somehow we are conflicted and feel led to cheer for him. That's not supposed to happen, man. I don't know what the writers did, but they somehow are manipulating my emotions, and I am not okay with it. But it does happen because the show does a great job of expressing the duality of extreme actions, and these duality of extreme actions are presented through our main character, Joe. These actions are so extreme, by the time you finish the first season, you don't know if you're supposed to feel happy or not. And I gotta say, that is great writing. The writers do a great job of getting your emotions in the story and putting you in a conflict of emotions. And this is something that I enjoy as a viewer. Even though I kind of complained about it and, kind of fussed about it for a little bit, I actually find it very interesting. It's an interesting experience you go through, and it keeps you engaged. It's something that I personally have never experienced in any type of show, and I'm glad that You does this very well. Even though this character is very, 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 very messed up, you still want to see how it ends. Does he get away with it? Will he pay for the consequences of his actions? How does it all play out? These questions keep you engaged and will be rolling through your mind, and with these questions, you want to stay until the end of the show. And since you're so emotionally invested, you're conflicted. You're conflicted on how to feel. You're conflicted on if you should cheer for him or not. You're conflicted on, what should I eat for breakfast? Okay, well, not everybody is that conflicted. I mean, maybe some people, but not me. But anyways, it is very, very interesting to see how the writers play out this story, and it is very, very awesome to see that the writers demonstrate something like this so great, because you'll see him do something heroic and genuine, then he turns around and does something psychotic. Joe, why'd you do that? You don't know how to feel. You don't know how to process on what's happening. You don't know who to cheer for, and you don't know what's going on. And guess what? That's the beauty of You. This show creates a true duality of extreme emotions and puts the viewer in a conflicting position. And if someone were to ask me, how do I describe You in a few sentences, that would be it. That last statement, that would be how I would describe You. All right, so don't. Yeah, that's that.